Okay, today we are doing in November 2022, paper 1, O level. So this is a non-calculator version and you are supposed to answer all questions. You are not choosing anything here. So number 1 says express 1,000,001 in figures. 1,000,001 in figures. Okay, so this is 1,000,001 in figures. Then B says 1 3/4 of a day in hours. Okay, so this one we can convert into improper, which is 1 times 4, which is 4 plus 3, which is 7 over 4 times 24 hours. This is going to give us what? It's going to give us 42 hours. Okay, then C says 11.6 in degrees and minutes. So this is 11 degrees plus how many minutes? 0.6 times 60 minutes. So we are going to get 11 degrees and 6 times 0.6 times 60, which is going to be what? 36. So it's 36 minutes. Okay, then number 2 says solve the equation, which is 3x equals to 377. How can we solve that one? We can divide by 3 every both sides, and the fx equals to 377 over 3. Okay, I know I made an error here. It's not 3, it's 13. So we have 13 here. So 37 divided by 13, we're going to get 2 remainder 11. So it's remainder 11 there. Then 13 into 117, this is going to be 9. So here we've got 29. Then moving on to B, if vector A plus 3 4 equals to 5 0, evaluate A. So I'm just moving this one to the other side there. So let's do that. We have got A equals to 5 0 minus 3 4, which is going to give us what? 2 negative 4, which is our answer. Then moving on to C, write down the largest perfect square integer less than 20. So this one is 16. A perfect square is any number that is a square root, that is a whole number. So number 3, write the 3 figure bearing equivalent to northeast. So we've got north, with our north there, east, south and west. So northeast is this one here. So at the center, so which means it's 45 here, which is half of that 9. So our bearing 0.45 degrees. Okay, then let's move on to B. It says write the first 3 positive odd integers. The first 3, we have 1, we have 3 and we have 5. Then moving on, express 0.0456 in one significant figure. So in one significant figure, we just round off this one, and that 5 is going to affect 4, and then we're going to have 0.05. Okay, then moving on to number 4, we says evaluate that one. This is same as 1 over 7 over 8. These are laws of indices. Then it's equal to 8 over 7. That is the answer there. Then here we're supposed to evaluate this one. So this one we can what? We can use the laws of logs and say log base 5, which is 8 over 16, which is going to be log 5 base 5, and any log, if this one here and this one are equal, it simply means that it's 1. So what we have here is 1 as our answer. Then moving on to number 5, simplify the expression, this one. So these one are similar somehow. So I'm going to say 2x plus 3y, then factor out 3 on the denominator and get 2x plus 3y. So it means we can now cancel here. We can now cancel this one and this one and remain with 1/3 as our answer. Then moving on to B. B says find that one. So I convert into improper fraction and get square root of what? 9 times 5, which is 45. 45 plus 4, which is 49 over 9. The square root of that one is 7 over 3. So this is our answer there. Moving on to number 6. This one we can leave in mixed fractions as what? As 2 and 1/3. Number 6, we're supposed to solve that equation. So when you're solving a quadratic equation, you first multiply these two here, this one and this one, and they are going to give us what? 6x squared. Then you want two numbers that when you add will give us -5, but when you multiply will give us -6. So what are those numbers? Those numbers are 1 and -6. So now that we have our numbers, we can come there and say 2x squared minus 6x plus x minus 3. Then factor out 2x there, we get x minus 3, x minus 3, then plus 1. Then we've got 2x plus 1, x minus 3 equals to 0. Then simply means that we have x equals to 3 or x equals to -12. So these are our answers here. Number 7, we're supposed to, number 7 says given that f of d equals to d squared minus 3d, find f of 3. Okay, so we simply substitute 3 for d there. We're going to have what? 3 squared minus 3 times 3, which is going to be 9 minus 9, which is 0. This is our answer. Then B says what? Find the values of d for which f of d is 10. So you simply take your f of d, this one here, and equate to 10. So we've got d squared minus 3d equals to 10. So this is now a quadratic. D squared minus 3d minus 10 equals to 0. Okay, now I'm solving the quadratic equation like I was doing there. So I've got 10 there. What gives me -3 when added and -10 when multiplied? This is what? It's -5 and +2. So let's solve that one. We have got d squared minus 5d plus 2d minus 10 equals to 0. Okay, then I've got g, which is a d minus 5, d minus 5. Then here we've what? We have plus 2. So what we are going to get here is d plus 2, d minus 5 equals to 0. So d equals to -2 or 5. These are our answer there. Then moving on to number 8. Number 8, so it says solve the simultaneous equations there. How do we approach these ones? I'm going to say this is 1 and this is 2. Okay, so what I'm doing there is simply add 1 and 2. If I add, I'm going to say 5m equals to 10. So m equals to 2. Okay, then taking 2 and substituting into equation 2, I'm going to have what? 4 plus n equals to 17, then n equals to 13. Number 9, given that universal set, number 9, given that universal set equals to x, where x lies between 49 and 58 inclusively, then x is an element of integers here. Okay, so x lies between 49 and 58, and 49 and 58 are inclusive in the set. So we are stating a prime numbers, in fact one prime number, because they're saying prime number there. Which one is our prime number? Our prime number there is what? Is 53. Then multiple of 19 is what? We have 57. Square number there, we have what? We have 49. Okay, then number 10 says find the next two terms in the following sequence. So we have 1, 3, 6. So the difference here is what? Is 2, here is 3, here is 4, here is 5, or suppose we had 6 and 7. So 15 plus 6 is going to give us what? 21. Then 21 plus 7 is going to give us 28. So we've got 21 and 28. Then coming to B, we've 16, 4, 1. So it's what? 16 divided by 4, which is 4. 4 divided by 4, 1. 1 divided by 4, quarter. Then a quarter divided by 4 is what? 1 over 16. Then this one divided by 4, 1 over 16 divided by 4, you're going to get what? 1 over 64. So we have 1 over 16 and 1 over 64. Okay, the number 11, given that 11 base a equals to 9 base 10, find a. So this is very simple. We're just converting that 11 into 10. So you have 1 times the a to the power 1 plus 1 times a to the power of 0. So we are going to get what? Any number to the power 0 is 1. So it's 1 plus 1 times a to the power 1. So it's 1 plus a equals to 9. So a equals to 8. So we've got 8 there. Then B, convert 202 base 7 to a number in base 5. Okay, so how can we approach that one? First, we can convert that one into base 10 first. So let's convert. We have 2 times 7 to the power 2 plus 2 plus 0 times 7 to the power 1 plus 2 times 7 to the power of 0. Okay, so you have got what? 49 times 2 going to give us what? 98 plus 0 plus 2, which is what? 100. So having 100, we're now converting into base 5. So let's do it here. We've got 5, we've got 100. So 5 into 100 is 20, remainder 0. 5 into 20, it's a 4, remainder 0. Then 5 into 4, it's 0, remainder 4. So this is our answer there, which is 400. Okay, base 5. Then moving on to number 12, which says evaluate that one. Okay, so let's evaluate. Let's do what is in the bracket first. We're going to have our common denominator is 12, then 3 into 12, which is 4 times 1. which is remains as 4, then 4 into 12, which is 3 times our 1, which is remain as 3. So we've got what? We've got a 7 over 12 squared, which is going to be 49 over 144. This is our answer there. The next one we are converting these ones to improper fractions, which is 1 times 4, which is 4 plus 1, which is 5 over 4, divided by 1 times 2, which is going to be 2 plus 1, which is 3 over 2. Then to divide these ones, I invert this one. So let's do that. We are going to have 5 over 4 times 2 over 3. Then these ones will cancel, and then we're going to remain with 5 over 6. This is our answer there, 5 over 6. Then moving on to number 13, state the number of lines of symmetry of a rhombus. A rhombus is 2 lines of symmetry. Then B, we are given a shape here, so it seems like we have 2 similar shapes there, and these shapes are not just similar. We know that from this one we can tell that their length, this length versus this length, the ratio there is 1:2. So what we know is that the smaller shape is 1 and the bigger shape is 2. So the diagram above shows triangle HIJ. Line HI is parallel to KL, where L and K are midpoints of IJ and HJ respectively. The area of triangle HIJ is 48 square centimeters. Calculate the area of the shaded equilateral HILK. This shaded here. Okay, so let's calculate that one. We know that our ratio is 1:2, so the ratio of areas, we are now squaring this one. We are now squaring there, which is going to give you a quarter. So it's now 1:4. So in other words, if this is the area of HIJ, which one is HIJ? HIJ. So if this one is if our 48 is the area for the big, so let's say 1:4, then our 48 is the area for big. What is the area for small? Let's cross multiply there, and then we are going to get what? We are going to get 4x equals to 48. Then x equals to what? 48 divided by 4 is a 1, 2. So this is the area for the small one. So now we have the area of small and big. So what is the area for this one, the shaded one, which is the area of big minus area of small? So it is 48 minus 12, which is what? It's going to be 36 square centimeters. So our answer there is 36 square centimeters. Let's write it correctly there as 36 square centimeters. Then number 14, factorize that one completely. So what I can do there is factor out 4 and remain with the 9p to the power of 4 minus q squared. Then different of 2 squares there, I've got 4, which is 3p squared minus q, 3p squared plus q. That is the answer there. Then this one is already arranged correct, so I can just factor out. I can factor out 5y and remain with what? I'm going to remain with 2m plus 3n. Then this side also 2m plus 3n. So factoring out 3 there. Then I'm saying here is a plus. So this one is 5y plus 3, 2m plus 3n. Okay, this is the answer there. Then number 15, convert 10 meters per second to kilometers per hour. So first, what is 10 meters in kilometers? This is what is 10 over 1,000. Okay, then divided by what is 1 second in hours? This is what is supposed to be 1 over 60 times 60, which is 1 over 3600. Okay, so you have 1 over 3600. Okay, now since we're dividing there, we can invert and have 1 over 100 times 3600 over 1. Then these zeros will cancel and remain with our answer as 36 kilometers per hour. Okay, then moving on to B, we're given a matrix A there, and they are saying it is singular. Find two possible values of m. So if it is singular, it means determinant is 0. Then the formula for determinant there is m times 2m, which is 2m squared. Then 6 times 12, which is plus what? No, it's minus 7, 2, like this. Then dividing everything by 2, I've got m squared minus 36 equals to 0. That is different with 2 squares, so I've got m minus 6, m plus 6 equals to 0. So m equals to what? Minus 6 or 6. So these are two values of m. Then we are moving on to number 16. Number 16, a rectangle of length x meters and width y meters is drawn according to the condition, to these conditions. The width is greater than 1/3 of length. Okay, so what are we saying there? We are saying that width is a third greater than length. Okay, so in other words, we are saying that y is less than x over 3 times 3. Okay, so if you simplify that one, you are going to get that 3y is less than x. So 3y is less than x. Okay, then moving on to B. B says the perimeter is not less than 400 meters but less than 500 meters. Find the inequality which satisfies these conditions. Okay, so we're saying that the perimeter is here. Okay, so you've got 400 meters and 560 meters. This is our answer there. Then number 17, given that n minus 4 is greater than 7, find the smallest possible value of n if n is an integer. Okay, so n minus 4 greater than 7 means that n is greater than what? 7 plus 4, which is 11. Okay, so our integer now, if n is greater than 11, our next integer for n is 12. Then moving on to B, triangle ABC is such that AB is what? Let me sketch it here. I've got A, B, C. So ABC is 3, then AC is 5, then BC is X, then BAC here is 120. Okay, find the value of X. Okay, so let's find the value of X there. We can use the cosine rule. The cosine rule for x squared equals to 3 squared plus 5 squared minus 2 times 5 times 3 cos 120. Okay, so let's do that. Here you've got 9 plus 25 minus what? Minus 30 cos 120. Okay, then there's a law that we know for cosine that says cos, or the reason why I want to use this law is because here we are not given cos 120 here. So we know this here, that cos is what is cos 180 minus y, cos 180 minus y, which can be referred as 180 minus 60, all right, is equal to negative cos y. Knowing this statement, now we can refer to 120 as 180 minus 60. Okay, so if we say cos 120 equals to negative cos 60, we'll be telling the truth. So what we do now is we have what? 9 plus 25, that negative now comes here, and we've got 30 cos 60. All right, then now solving this one, we're going to get 34 plus cos 60 is half, so half of 30 is 15, so this can be equal to 49, which is equal to x squared. So our x, which is length, is equal to 7, not negative 7. Number 18a, the magnitude of vector x3 is 5. Find the possible value of x. So how do you find the magnitude of vector? You say square root of x squared plus square root of 3 squared equals to 5. So we've got an equation there. Let us square both sides, and we've got x squared plus 9 equals to 25. Then x squared equals to 25 minus 9 is equals to what? Equals to 16. Then our x equals to plus or minus 4. Okay, so we can write here minus 4 or 4 as our answer. Then B says the universal set has subsets A, B, and C such that this is our universal set here. Then this is A, which is a factor of 8. Then this is B. Then C are perfect square numbers. All right, so list all elements of C. There are perfect square numbers there. So we've got what? We've got 1, 4, and 9. Okay, these are perfect square numbers there. Then let's move on to item 2, which says the number of A union B. A union B. We need to first write A. What is A? A are factors of 8 there. What are factors of 8 there? We have 1, 2, 4, and 8. So 1, 2, 4, and 8. Right. Then what is B? Or B we have 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, and 8. Then we're supposed to write the number union. Okay, so union, you don't repeat what appears on both. So you've got the union here will be what? A union B will be with this one. We've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 4, we've got 8. Okay, so our union is what? How many elements? Our union is get 4 elements. Then item 3, write down the relationship between sets A and B in set notation. A and B, A and B, how are they related? Okay, let's check here. All elements of B are found in what? In A. So this means that B is a subset of what? Of A. Number 19, the midday temperature in degrees Celsius for 10 days in September in a certain town were recorded as follows. State the modal temperature. We want the one that appears the most here. Which one is? We've got two 18s here and one 18. So 18 is 3. 22 we have what? We've got 2 20. So 18 seems to like the one that appears the most. So our modal is 18 degrees Celsius. Then B, find the median temperature. If you arrange them in order, which one is it at the center? So you need to arrange them in order of their sizes. So let's do that. In order of their sizes, we have what? We have got 17, 18, 18 and 18. Then we've got 20, 22 and 22. Then we've got what? 23, 26 and 28. 23. We've got 23, 26 and 28. Okay. So which one is our center? Here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is our center here. So since we have 10 doesn't have one center. So the center appears here in the middle. So if it doesn't have a center like this, you take 2 that are in the center and then you find their average. So 10, so 20 plus 22, the average of these 2 over 2. That's what we are doing now, which is going to be what? 4, 2 over 2, which is 21 degrees Celsius. Okay. Then temperature range, the smallest minus the largest. Our smallest is what? Our largest is 28 minus our smallest, which is 17. This is going to give us 11 degrees Celsius. So here's 11 degrees Celsius. Then calculate the mean. The mean, you add everything and divide by the number of those elements. So we're going to say 17 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 20 plus 22 plus 23 plus 26 plus 28. Okay, over 10. So we're going to get 212 over 10, which is what? 21.2 degrees Celsius as our average or mean. Number 20, we're given a diagram there. Then the question says the diagram above shows two parallel lines A, B and CD. These ones here. Line QN cuts the parallel lines at Q and N here. Line PM cuts QN at P and AB at M. Then CQP is 4D, QPM is 3D, then PMN is D here. So express MNP in terms of D. Okay, so what we're looking for is this one, MNP, this one. So this one is at angle as this one. So which means if we say 180 minus 4D, we find this one here, which is same as this one. So here we have 180 minus 4D. Okay, the next says calculate the value of D. Okay, so how can we find the value of D there? So to find our D, we can come here and say that we know that this one is the sum of these two here. So let's do that. So it's D plus 180 minus 4D, D plus 180 minus 4D equals to 3D. So let's calculate that one. We are going to give what? We are going to have this one coming this side, and we will have minus 7D plus D equals to negative 180. Then 6D equals to negative 6D equals to negative 180. Then D equals to negative 180 over negative 6, which is going to give us what? 30. Okay, then moving on to this circuit geometry here, we know that this one equals to this one, and we know that this one is the sum of these two here. So let's check our question. Calculate BAC. Which one is BAC? BAC. So this one here, this one here, that one is same as this one. So we can say 180 minus 142, which is going to give us what? It's going to give us 38. So it simply means this one is 38, this one, which also implies that this one is also 38. Okay, so here we've got 38. So let's also find the BOC. Which one is BOC? BOC is this one. This one is the same as the sum of these two, which are 38. So 38 times 2 is what? 38 times 2 equals to 76. So our answer here is 76 degrees. Okay.
Number 21a, given that the interior angle of a regular polygon is 13x and the exterior angle is 2x, calculate the value of x. So given our polygon like this, we know that the interior angle is this one, which is 13x, and the external is 2x, and they add up to 180. So 180 equals to what? 15. It's 13 equals to 13x plus 2x. So 15x equals to 180. So x equals to 180 over 15, which gives us what? 12. So x is 12 there.
We are on item 2, and it says find the number of sides of the regular polygon. So we know that the sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is what? N minus 2 times 180. Okay, so this is the sum of n angles. So if you divide by n, you're supposed to get one angle, which is what? 13x. But we said our x is what? Our x is 12 there. So we can now say 13 times 12 there, times 12. Then if we multiply both sides by n, we are going to get 180 n minus 360 equals to 13 times 12 is what? Is 156. So we are going to have 156 n. Then if I take this 156 to the side and then this 360 to the other side, I'm going to remain with what? 180 minus 156 which is going to be 24n equals to 360. Then n equals to 360 over 24, which is going to be what? 15. So our n is 15 here, which is the number of sides there. Alright, then we are moving on to this one, which says a bag contains 20 balls all identical except for color. There are 3 green, so G we have 3, and we have red, which is 5, and we have what? Brown, which is 12. So the total there is what? It's 20. One ball is picked at random from the bag. Its color is noted and is replaced. A second ball is picked at random and its color is noted and is replaced. Calculate the probability that both balls are of the same color. Alright, so this type of question you're typically supposed to draw that tree diagram, but here I don't have a lot of space here, so I'm just going to do it directly. So I know that the probability of getting 2 greens is supposed to be what? Supposed to be 3 over 20 times 3 over 20 for 3 greens, plus for 2 reds is 5 over 20 times 5 over 20, plus then for 2 browns is 12 over 20 times 12 over 20. So here I'm going to get what? 3 times 3, which is 9, over 20 times 20, which is 400, plus 25 over 400, plus 144 over 400. So if I add that one, I'm going to get what? I'm going to get 9 plus 25 plus 144 is going to give me 178. 1778. I can reduce that one. Let me try to reduce by 2. 2 into 17 is 8. Remainder 1. 2 into 18 is 9. Then 2 here is 200. So I've got 89 over 200. Alright, this is my answer there. Then going to number 22. Number 22 says the velocity v meters per second of a moving particle after t seconds is given by the equation. This one here. Then calculate the value of v when t is 3. So this is simply substitute for t there. So v equals to what? 5 plus 4 minus 3 squared. This is going to give me what? It's going to give me 5 plus 12 minus 9, which is 8 meters per second as our answer there. Then item 2, calculate t when v is 0. So now if v is 0 equals to what? 5 plus 4t minus t squared. Okay, so this is now a quadratic equation which I can rearrange like this by taking this to the side and taking 0 to the other side. So I can rearrange it as t squared minus 4t minus 5 equals to 0. Alright, now I'm going to get what? I'm going to get a t squared plus t minus 5t minus 5 equals to 0. Then t plus 1, then minus 5 t plus 1 equals to 0. Then t minus 5 t plus 1 equals to 0. So my t equals to what? 5 or negative 1. So my time can only be positive, so t equals to 5 seconds. Alright, now we're on B here. B says make H the subject of formula here. So you've got A equals to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So I'm going to move this one to that side and have what? A minus 2 pi r squared equals to 2 pi r h. Then I will divide everything with this one, 2 pi r over 2 pi r. This one will cancel and I will remain with what? With h equals to a minus 2 pi r squared over 2 pi r as our answer. Then moving on to number 23. Number 23 says ABCD is an isosceles trapezium with, so isosceles trapezium means that we have this kind of trapezium here, alright, where these zones are equal. Okay, then they say it is what? It is a B C D. So our AB is 5, then our DC is 17, then these two are equal, and then they are saying AB is parallel to DC, so these are parallel. Okay, then the perimeter of trapezium is 42. Okay, then calculate the perpendicular distance between the two parallel lines. So we want this distance. Okay, so let's do that. So the strategy that we can use here is to use the Pythagoras theorem. If you assume that this one is 90 here, so we need this distance here and this one here. So let's find this distance, which is equal to this one. So I can use perimeter there and say 5 plus 17 plus 2x, assuming this one is x and this one is x. So 2x equals to what? Equals to 4, 2, which is our perimeter. 2 plus 2x equals to 4, 2. Then I'm going to get that x equals to what? Equals to 10. Okay, having this one here is 10 now, 10 here, 10 here. Now I need this one here. This one is 5. Then if I say 17 minus 5, I'll get 12, and then over 2, which means this one is 6 and this one is 6. So now I have 10 here and 6 here. I can use the Pythagoras theorem to find this one here. So let us do that. I'm going to call that one as a P. So P squared equals to 10 squared minus 6 squared. So I'm going to get P equals to root of what? Of 100 minus 36, which is root of 64, which is what? Which is 8. So this distance here is what? Is 8 here, 8 centimeters. Okay, then moving on to B, which says find the area of the trapezium, which is half A plus B times height, which is half. My A is what? 5, B is 17, my height is what? Is 8. Okay, this one and this one will give me 4. 4 times 22 is going to give me what? 8 square centimeters as my area there. Then number 24, Dina made a profit of 20% on the buying price by selling a double bed at $180. So my BP buying price equals to X, my profit equals to 20% of X, which is 0.2x. Then my selling price is 180. So it means that P equals to selling price minus buying price, which is what? 0.2x equals to 180 minus x. Moving this x to this side, I've got what? I've got 1.2x equals to 180, and then x equals to 180 over 1.2, which is what is going to be $150. Okay, calculate the selling price if the same bed had been sold at 20% loss. Okay, so let's calculate this 20% loss. This 20% loss is going to be 20 over 100 times our buying price, which is 150. So this is going to be 15 times 2, which is $30. This is our loss. So what is our selling price if we made a loss of 30? Our selling price is equals to be buying price minus our loss, which is 150 minus 30, which is what, $120. So this is our selling price if we made a loss of 20%. So this is all about this paper. It was one of the easiest papers I've ever seen.